Alright, I'm going to try doing a playthrough of Oblivion. I realized that my playthrough of Skyrim had a few fundamental problems, mostly being my computer's not strong enough to run it at settings that are any good to look at. The second problem being I was using way too many mods, and that was causing a lot of conflict because I'd keep screwing around with the mods, have to start a new character, so on and so on. So, I'm going to play Garry of Riften. Garry is a self-described hunter of monsters. He does not have much experience in that role, but he's gonna give it a shot. He wound up in prison because he wanted to kill a monster, and that monster wound up being a dog belonging to some minor lord in Skyrim. So he got sent to Cyrodiil for unknown reasons, which I really don't want to bother thinking about right now. Oh, there's Patrick Stewart.
My job right now is
I can't believe he was the voice of the poop emoji. That just really does not sit well with me. I'm happy for him to make a paycheck. Michael Caine once said that he had never seen Jaws 4, but he had seen the house that it built. So I guess that's, you know, it's one way to look at it. Okay, I'll stand back.
Stand aside.
I'm standing aside by the window.
No sign of stay put, prisoner.
I'm staying put.
Let's go. We're not
Pick
out
up
of
that
this
can,
yet.
citizen.
You.
Oh no.
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You
Oh,
are the
Darnified
one
is
from my
working.
dreams.
I had to restart this video
Then
about
the
20
stars
times
were
trying to get
right.
Darnified working. Finally, I had
This
just given
is
up
the
on it.
day.
I did a manual
Gods
install
give me
and
strength.
an OBMM install, and it finally worked. Alright, Uriel Septim, what is going on here?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Why am I in jail? I don't even
Perhaps
know why
the
I'm
gods
here.
have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That
I don't know, man.
is not what you will be remembered for.
Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
So if anybody's seen this 4 million times, I guess I apologize. I do what I want. I'm not apologizing. I take that back. I go my own
So
way.
do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Are gods monsters?
Please, sire,
I mean, they're
we must keep
non-human.
moving.
So, is that the line for monsters? Oh man, that's going to be a problem in an Elder Scrolls game. Anybody who is not human is a monster. I don't know if I can do that, because that means killing a ton of elves, and maybe Gary's just racist. All right, yeah, we'll leave it at Garry is racist and doesn't like elves, but we're not going to kill elves on sight. So they're unsettling because they're non-human. How about that? They're unsettling, but Gary's not going to murder them. Oh geez, I've just, like, muscle memory made me want to, like, do the control caps lock. Sorry, God, I can't. I'm not doing so good. Caps lock is auto runs, but I don't know. I feel like that might be moving a little fast for Garry.
The captain's down.
Oh god, I'm trying to... The captain's already down. I can't remember how to draw my weapons. I don't think I have any weapons at this point. I could fist them, but... Okay, F and C is cast. Oh man, it's on different buttons. Oh, I'm so used to Skyrim. I'm sure there's a mod for it, but that's a dangerous rabbit hole to go down. Jump is E, R is look outside. Okay, a Q is auto run. I didn't know this game had auto run. Okay, F5 and 9. We're gonna be save scumming the shit out of this because oh man, ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so F is for fight, C is for cast. Oh,
Are you all right,
it's
sire?
not a thing.
Clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's
Ah, that's not
Sorry,
bad.
sire, but we have to keep moving.
C. So you don't have to switch to the spell, you just cast whichever one you have picked. Oh, that's gonna make Garry a lot better.
Go back now.
Oh god, why do I
Don't
keep
worry,
an
son.
arm?
We will get you out of here.
And I can't
They
loot
won't be
these
the first
guys.
to underestimate the blades. I'll take point.
I keep
Let's
hitting
move.
R.
You
I don't
stay
know.
here, prisoner. Don't try to follow.
Don't try to follow. Oh, here we go. L button and R button. I don't have a control. Oh, the buttons on the mouse. I got you. Bam. Punching rats. Gary. These are Gary's first monsters. Now you might not consider space. Oh, that's old school. Okay, all right. Ooh, this is going to be Gary's first sword. Gary's going to carry 2 swords. One of his swords has to be maybe silver. I don't know. We'll pick a metal. But Gary's going to need 2 swords for killing different types of monsters. Gary's going to eat rat meat. That's just his survival tactic. And Gary doesn't wear robes. That's... Why can't I take Akaviri armor? That would be a strong start. Whatever. Alright. They don't want me following them, but I'm going to follow this path. We got... Gary doesn't use axes. He can, but... Nah. That's just not... I don't think Skyrim has crossbows, but Gary can use a bow. Oh, Gary forgot to pick up that sword. Oh lordy, okay. This is gonna take a little bit to get used to. Do we want the Dai Katana? Alright, are those separates? I gotta clear my throat. I apologize if that, I muted, but if that was still something that could be heard. Okay, so it's one weapon, or one skill. We can do one skill. Alright, so we're gonna do the Dai Katana because, come on. Garry of Riften, y'all. Look at that. Hey-ya! That might have been overkill, but Gary gotta eat. Oh, I feel like I'm encumbered perpetually. Let me... Okay. Oh god, that's gonna be really... Nope. Alright, we gotta have... No, Gary doesn't use a shield. Why did I do that? Anyway, Gary doesn't have access to a crossbow because they don't exist in this world, so I think it's forgivable to use a bow. And can I? Oh yeah. All right. So this what's gonna happen. We're gonna do that one's gonna go there, and this one's gotta be 3. Gary's second sword will be 2. Gary's gotta have 2 swords. All right, and we'll just keep those. Yeah. Wish you could put them on the belt. I guess I better keep them on. All right. And Gary picked up some leather armor, I think. Oh, I must have forgotten to pick it up. Yada yada yada. Yeah, Gary forgot to pick them up. Wow, Gary, what a dumbass. Can't believe you've done this. Alright, Gary's gonna pick... Oh, God, I hate this. That is gonna be real difficult right now. That's... Gary's just not gonna pick locks, I think. He'll find the key. I'm really sad that I couldn't give Gary a beard. Skyrim's beards are just a shader, not even a texture, just like a different color from the rest of it. There's no texture for it, it just colorizes, and that looks absolutely horrible. And if you change the beard from a dark color to a light color, it doesn't just give him a white beard, it makes Gary's face glow like a glowworm. It's bad. I'm not happy about it. I have strong feelings. Alright, so we'll stick with caps lock not being on because it makes little movements look really bad. because I'm like flying around 2 feet at a time. Like Gary lives by hopscotching in every direction, and I don't think I'm about that. Oh, he's got potions of sorcery. Gary likes potions. Gary makes a flip ton of potions. That is the life he leads. He can cast a couple spells by himself, but not a whole lot. And I hit E again. Spacebar E. I think I flipped those in Skyrim because it was driving me crazy. But I'm gonna try to be vanilla. It's all vanilla. Gotta drink my sweet tea. All right. God, how many journal entries? So Gary doesn't need. There we go. Gary's got this. I don't know. I've always preferred the Latin, so let's call that spell. Gary's got Ignis, Latin for fire. Yeah, it's not at all derived from any other game series. That would be absurd. I don't know about Gary in heavy armor. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. We'll bring it with us because Gary needs every dollar Gary can get to buy monster hunting supplies. That shit's hard to come by. Okay, so Gary... We're not going to use this stuff yet, but I wanted to compare Gary's bow. Okay, they're both rusty iron. We can live with that. Oh, dead rats. Gary gotta eat. Wasn't R take all? I don't... Does that exist in Oblivion? Probably not. Quality of life is... I guess the absence of quality of life in a game, as a game mechanic in old school RPGs was kind of how things worked. Man, Gary's doing pretty good with this Daikatana. Oh, missed one, Gary. Gary. That rat has like incredible dodge rate. Oh, there's a take all, but please tell me that can be keybound. Sorry, y'all. I know this part's not auto run, attack, activate. There's just all of it, the whole thing. Hell. On that note, I am going to attempt to make this a family-friendly, at least from the perspective of the presence or lack of profanity, series. So, you know, I want my wife and kid to be able to watch this without my wife glaring at me. So, I'll try not to swear. No promises. Gary doesn't eat dead stuff. That's a little creepy. Gary's not about that. I guess we're getting into a lot of what Gary is and isn't about. I'm not sure, you know, where we're at emotionally with Gary. This maybe Gary is just not that attached. He is attached to these potions, though. Come here. Gary gotta eat. Gary's probably gonna have a stomach ache with all these rat tendies that he's gonna be eating later. Gotta have the tendies, though. Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta... Come here. Yeah! Oh, you can't swing while you're in the air. Gary cannot DFA. Nope, you straight up cannot swing while you're jumping. Or a second after. I'm mortified. This'll brighten up those rat tendy... Oh. Gary, what have you done? Gary, I don't know how to make you drop this. Gary, drag it over. How... Lock, activate, maybe... No, spacebar would probably close that menu. Grab. I know you can do it. Because you have to, like, drag things out of your inventory to to grab on them, and I've made a million saves where I've dropped things in a big circle around town, so... Oh god, I'm gonna have to Google this. Oh no. This is horrible. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen to the video while I'm doing this, but how to drop things in Oblivion. Drop an item. Shift click on an item you want to drop. Yep. Why is that not documented in any location? Yep, that's what it is. Shift click. Holy crap. See what I mean about quality of life as an intentionally... what's the word I'm looking for? An intentionally absent mechanic. Or design aspect. Gary's really got to cut down on the tendies. He's going to wind up being known as Big Gary. Well, at least these tendies are organic. They don't come from... Man, Gary's gold sense is off the hook. Yeah, Gary's going to have enough gold. He doesn't have to go to McDonald's to get... he doesn't have to get tendies from there, so it's not like they're filled with vegetable stock and seaweed and all this stuff. Oh, athletics is a thing. I really hope athletics... Does it have primary skills like in Morrowind? Or are they just all... I really don't want athletics to count against my level. That's gonna make me feel bad about running. Oh boy. That's a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna even... Yeah, I really don't want leveling up athletics to like bump my level, because I'm wind up in stupid points on the leveled list. Running into bandits wearing glass armor and shit. Like you're gonna wear glass armor and glass weapons and rob some dudes of their cheese and lettuce. How's... No, that's not a thing that bandits with glass armor would do. They would be like taking over villages. Can I... I'll find nothing of use. It's possible to fail gathering. I guess that's not gonna be a good thing, or a good, oh man, that just feels really bad. There's a gold piece in here somewhere. Maybe. I thought I saw the gold value. Oh, it might have been for the, yeah, for the bone and skull. Having that on spacebar is not so bad. Oh god, another one. I can close out of inventories really quickly compared to Skyrim's default controls. I think E was interact there. I don't remember. And I don't want to set off those skulls. Although in here, I guess there's nothing to worry about aggroing. But this will be good practice. Wow. Gary's very, very sneaky. But he doesn't prefer to use the bow. He's a graceful, like a cat walking in soft boots. Gary's soft boots, not the cat's. If a cat was wearing any kind of boots, I don't think they'd be very happy. Oh, I can sneak. Alright. Sorry. Okay, it's a toggle. Thank goodness. Can you sneak and run? You can sneak and run. Oh. Oh. That was... Gary's not very sneaky just yet, but, you know, he just wanted to practice his armor skill. I mean, Gary was, like, pro gaming. He knew that he was about to level up his light armor skill, so he wanted to let that goblin get a shot in. He allowed for that to happen. What on earth? Okay, whatever. There was a ruby back here before that jewel thing. I think I got it. Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll keep going, keep going, keep going. Gary got the goblin. Gary's gonna take these and this mortar and pestle because Gary probably not very good at alchemy right now, but he will be. Gary is all about making potions. Gary's so happy right now. What? It's not cooked. It's not cooked rat meat. They must have just spit this rat seconds before Gary stumbled upon that goblin. Shit. Sorry, I said I was going to keep it family friendly, and I already slipped up. 20 minutes into this. I think I'm going to have to cut this episode like it's a thing. This is not a thing. I'm just dorking around. Once we get out of the prison and the cave, then I will. Ooh, Gary wants to sell that, although it's probably not very good value to weight ratio. Anyway, I'll cut it once Gary gets out of the prison and cave, because it's already been almost half an hour, and I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. And anybody that has seen the tutorial so many times they don't want to see it again, they can just skip that, and we'll be okay. Oh boy. It's a good thing I've got 25 picks. And make that 27. Oh my, I think I saw arrows have weight. Do Elder Scrolls games let you throw weapons? Like, I know you can pull it out of your inventory, which is just goofy. No, dude. You gotta season these tendies somehow. Yeah? Yeah! No. It's like Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a direct copy of... No, I'm kidding. God, that would be really... Why? Okay, so I've always seen Cyrodiil, or at least the Akaviri, so specifically the Akaviri, as, you know, kind of derived from the samurai. So I guess it's somewhat reasonable for that to be in his hands in this cave, but I think the immersive weapons mod that I installed might be something that needs to be evaluated again, because that typically I wouldn't expect a goblin to have. It's 3 damage. Okay, so ours is better, and this is heavy. The value ratio, or value to weight ratio, of slightly less than 1, which is, or slightly more than 1, which is still unacceptable. Don't want maces, Gary's swords. Oh no. I like the idea that, you know, like you would when you're picking a safe in real life, or at least the Hollywood version of picking a safe, you have to use your ears. I like the idea that you have to listen, but I don't have the best hearing, so I don't want to rely on listening. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Give me your lockpicks. Gary's sneaking. Gary thinks this might be from Skyrim. Yep. Fuck. I did it again. Sorry. Alright, Gary's gonna explore one of those. Oh man, arrows move really slow. Yeah! This guy also loves tendies. I gotta clear my throat again. Okay. Maybe I should drink some more tea. Alright, Gary sees the goblin over there, but Gary is more concerned with these tendies. Gimme. All of them. Just that many. All the tendies you have. And I don't mean a lot of tendies. I mean all the tendies you have. Ron Swanson. I wish he were president. That'd be great. I can't remember the actor's name right now. That's really gonna bother me. The only name that keeps coming to mind is Ron Jeremy, and that is absolutely not anywhere close to being correct or factual in any capacity. Oh, that's... Gary might have a brush with death. Gary... Oh. Monster magic. It's horrible. Alright. Okay. Gary's gotta go fight these. Man, I didn't think about this, but I guess Gary's kind of like Don Quixote. A little bit. Where'd that staff go? Oh, if it glitched through the terrain. No. Can I not? Really? No ragdoll? Oh, there it is. Let's see what this vile magic does. Oh, they're weapons in this version. Okay, so shock targets. I don't think they recharge without the soul gems. We'll see, we'll see. That's got 10 uses left and like 96 out of 150 mana. Maybe it does recharge since it's a weird number like that. But I'm not gonna assume so. That is not the way forward. Sorry, I got a little discombobulated there. We'll take everything except that last thing. Got no need. I found a repair hammer. There are more chests in here than I remember there being. I noticed that the containers don't seem to, at least so far, have not drawn from the immersive weapons table, so it might just be the actors that were updated. Long corridors, tons of mouse swinging. Probably not the greatest for a video. But as they say, long hair don't care. Oh, if I just went backwards. What on earth? Maybe you don't get the map until you get out of here. Maybe that's... I'm gonna freak out if I don't get a map. I don't... Oh, wait. Okay, so... Oh, man. So I'm not going in circles, it seems. This tile set just looks... very, very... consistent.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more than that? We need to get the Emperor out of here.
Oh. I remember playing with a combat overhaul mod, and this fight took a million years.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again. Kill him. He might be.
Because
working
these
with
guys
the
can't
assassins.
die, but those
No,
guys
he is not one
were
of them.
super high level.
He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
They cannot
Oh, he
understand
walked around
why
it.
I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I'm not on good terms with the gods.
I've
they might
served
be
the Nine
monsters.
all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
Oh, that's sneaky. They worked that in there. They worked it right in there. Okay, so Garry. No, that's no. Let's see. We could maybe make Garry an Atronach. That would stop him from abusing magical powers, which are not supposed to be his focus. They're, Gary's like a 3/4 divide between fighting with sword, fighting with magic, and fighting with, I guess you could consider like supporting himself with alchemy. So we don't want any 1/3 of that to override his MO. So the Atronach might be good to keep Garry from relying on spells. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the Atronach. That's good.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
No, sorry about that.
Your stars are not mine. Today the Atronach shall aid you with your appointed burden. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Okay. Alright, so I bet the Akaviri aren't happy
You may as
about
well
this.
make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
I think torches are offhands in this. Like you can't dual wield without mods, I believe, because it doesn't have the left click right click thing like Skyrim does. Yeah, so shields
as well make
are
yourself
automatically
useful.
offhand and
Carry that
torches are
torch and
treated the
stick
same way.
close.
I don't want to ask
Stick
them about
close
anything
and let
right
us
now.
do our job, and you'll be all right.
So this is kind of good though that Garry doesn't use a shield, because it means that Garry can carry a potion. Garry can carry a potion if he doesn't feel like making. Wait, Garry can carry a torch in case he doesn't feel like making a potion. My word's good. I saw a tweet from a writer the other day. It said, oh, that's not what it said. It said, do you know how much braining it takes to make words go? So that was, oh wait, I better do this. Do you know how much braining it takes to make words go? That's what it was. That was, I was tickled. Alright, so you're attack. Okay, I can still block. Alright, we're good, we're good.
You thought the Emperor's in danger!
No, he's not.
God's blood.
Oblivion take you.
He's essential up until he's not. Oh, that was horrible. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I think it was funny, but probably
Prisoner, the Emperor needs
the
help.
worst response to that situation.
Oblivion!
Give me your armor. I know it's just summoned, but come on. The Sanctum.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me
I think
take
I
a
just
look.
saw the ghost of Uriel Septim, but it's a little bit early. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, if anybody has not played this game, he
Looks clear.
does not
Come on.
live
We're almost through to the sewers.
for much longer.
The Emperor may trust you, but I don't. Stay out of our way.
And he was still smiling. Did you see that? He was still smiling after he said that. So that's like, don't get on our way. Is this where? Tile set. Oh, sorry. Camera swinging all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, glad that didn't hit any of those guys. Although I didn't know there was a... So that's standing still.
Yeah.
Oh. I've never played melee. I always just use magic in
Dead
these
end.
games.
What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. For the Emperor!
One of these opens up. I want to say it's this
My
one.
gods are strong and true, but even the might, the Prince of Destruction awakes, born anew in blood and fire. These cutthroats are but his mortal pawns.
I'm going to try not to skip story stuff.
Take
That was
my
a reflex.
amulet, give it to Joffrey. I have a secret son, and Joffrey alone knows where to find him. Find the last of my blood and close shut the marble jaws of Oblivion.
It's like Game of Thrones.
This is where my journey ends. For you, though, the road is long and dangerous. Now, give me your hand. Then go.
Man, they really want you to
Take
be all
with
about
you my
Uriel Septim
blessings
with those responses.
and the hope of the Empire.
No. So, all right.
This is the Strange. You chose the bad way.
I wonder what happens if you. Uh-oh. I'm gonna die.
That's not smart. Talos. We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
I didn't steal it.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
This game's connected to Game of Thrones in another way. The son in this one is played by Sean Bean, and Sean Bean was in Game of Thrones. I think his name was Sean Bean. If it's not, I'm going to be really embarrassed, but not enough to amend the video.
Joffrey? He said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about, but Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although
And
you may not think so to meet
Joffrey,
him, he lives quietly as a monk at
Thrones.
Wayne Priory.
Man, I'm going to be
near the
looking
city
for all
of
kinds of
Coral.
parallels. I don't know how I feel about that.
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading.
Okay.
It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret.
Well, I mean, secret
Here,
ways out
you'll
can
need
also
this
be
key for
secret
the
ways
last door
in.
into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced monk. Am I right?
No. Is that because I punched one thing in the beginning? No, Gary, we got to do a custom one. So Gary. Okay, so this chooses which ones you're specialized in. Gary's not specialized in any one of these categories. He doesn't rely on magic though. That's a thing. So I guess combat would be kind of a catch-all. 5 to attributes that are favored. So Gary's pretty smart, and he does rely on alchemy. So intelligence could be really beneficial. He's not that lucky. He's got some bad luck. It's like the opposite of Bob Ross. Not that Bob Ross was lucky. He worked his ass off for a lot of things, but he did have a couple of lucky breaks. He was doing painting classes in malls for a long time, and you know, he was making okay money doing that. But he saved up, I think it was $5,000, and recorded a TV show. It wasn't called The Joy of Painting at that point. The Joy of Painting was hosted by a Russian guy, but he eventually retired, and Bob Ross took over on the show, and it was a hit. Okay, so wow. Okay, intelligence and probably strength. You know, blades. But he's really agile. It increases your fatigue, which means more power attacks. Damage done by bows. And security, sneak, and marksman. We're not really going to use any of those. Acrobatics. If it did more than jump height, yeah. Gary's not about the personality very much. I guess we're going to go with strength. We got to get through this screen. 7 major skills. Okay, that's easy. Alchemy. Blade. We don't want the magics to be major skills, or at least nothing beyond maybe illusion for Night Eye or mysticism. And is alteration in this? It is. Okay, so yeah, probably alteration and mysticism. Well, he's got Quen. Not Quen. Quen would be alteration. He's got. Wait, no, he doesn't have Quen. No, there's nothing. There's nothing from any other game series that we're referencing here. This is going to be purely original content. He's not going to be great at healing himself. He's going to rely on potions for that. But mysticism, I think mysticism and alteration are okay, and he's got the Gary can influence minds. Light armor. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, one final selection. Gary's not very good at handling his own repairs and things. I don't want this to inflate my level. Same for acrobatics even. But Gary doesn't use a shield. This is painful. This is really painful. I'm sure it's as painful to watch as it is to live through. Goodness me. I guess we're going to do heavy armor. Gary can wear a mix of armors. He doesn't restrict himself that way. Gary is going to be, in addition to Monster Hunter, his day job is a person who selects things. So he has to pick, which one from like a pair or group or sometimes an entire box of things. He's got to just pick, right? So Gary is going to be a witcher. He chooses which of things. We are creating the witcher class. Yeah, there we go. Witcher. Yep. As opposed to witch hunter, which is a completely different thing. Yes, I want to be a witcher. We have to choose which.
I would never have
things.
guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins. You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately.
And I think the
Got it?
Emperor said that it was outside of Coral. I don't want to talk any more than I have to.
The Emperor's trust was well placed. I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is
Oh,
given
crap.
a place of honor in the hall.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't let me keep that for very long. That I should have picked up that. Can I take?
Leave the Emperor in peace.
Oh, he didn't take the Daikatana. Okay, I can live with this. Let me put this torch away because honestly. Okay. And I guess, can I not jump now? Yeah. Gary. I'm gonna burp. Let me mute. I unmuted, or I muted and then it went away. That's the worst. It's gonna sneak up on me later, so I apologize in advance. I should really cut this video off soon. This is almost an hour. Gonna have to sit in Starbucks for 6 million years. Yeah, I don't have good internet at home, so I can only upload videos from Starbucks. Thanks to Google and Starbucks for sponsoring, whether they know it or not. No. Oh, that's that's also DLC. This is gonna happen a couple of times. Really? One more. Yep. All right, and then Frost Crag Barrow should be the last one. No. Let's keep going. There you go, Frost. Oh, Spire, not Barrow. Okay. Are we done? Is that a thing that's over now? Okay? Okay. Gary senses foul monsters on the prowl. Gary also senses an immense amount of cheese in this sewer. Now, I personally am not about eating cheese that you find in the sewer. Maybe Gary just lives a different life. There are things out there you can't judge people for. I mean, it's just part of their identity. So you don't judge, no matter what it is, really. Like if they take it seriously enough, you should too. It's another person. Oh, this doesn't work. Ah! I gotta turn the graphics down. The last time I played Oblivion for any meaningful length of time, I played with the old Oblivion mod because my computer would not run. It wouldn't run Oblivion at any other settings. So like the ground was flat green, like it wasn't a texture anymore. It was just a color assigned to the vertices. Okay. All right. So we go around this way. Yeah, it was just a color assigned to the vertices. So I really don't know what to expect once I get out of this sewer. This whole thing, like it's dank cave, you know, but like these bricks have like a light map. I don't know if it's dynamic or not. Yeah, man, that looks like dynamic. Oh yeah, yeah, this is dynamic lighting. It's 2017 and I'm seeing dynamic lighting. Oh, I did it again. Well, I guess I've seen it in like Skyrim, but I have to keep the settings so low. Man, Gary's so sneaky even when he's not in sneak mode. That rat didn't have any meat. Maybe it was already dead. Like a desiccated rat just standing there. Is that? Of course not. It's not a real thing. It's probably just there to make it look like it's not so linear. I am gonna save because it's about to ask me if I want to finalize stuff, and ooh. That must be a Steam Cloud save. From 2011. Yeah, that's a Steam Cloud save. Alright. Quick save? Okay. No, we are finished. Oh, neat. I mean, the textures aren't, like, I was... Really? This better be the last one. Alright. So after Skyrim, I was kind of expecting, you know, something crazy. But the water looks good, and the textures do look a lot better than... see, that snuck back up. Textures do look a lot better than they did the last time I played. What are you... Can I pick... Is butterfly picking a thing in this? I don't think it is. This is going to take getting used to. I guess I better put my sword away. There's an Ayleid ruin right there. I remember climbing all over that on the outside. Inside is just problems that I didn't want to have. But on the outside there's a bunch of loot that makes getting started easier. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And then I'll start another one. And see y'all in a minute.